Phew, all right, let's get into this, shall we? I think so. All right, so we are continuing on with creating this animated short film. Day 4, we've got 6 days left, and we've got still a ton of work. So this is the building that was created by Felicia White over on Fire Pigeon's Discord. Looking good. This is kind of where the predominant parts of the short film are going to be. But let's go ahead and have a look at some of the other locations. Let me just crack this one open. So this is our bell tower that we were working in. So we'll just give it a sec. And so the way I've done it is I've linked, good morning, I've linked the house. So I've done all the work, and I think that music is probably a little bit loud. And it seems like my computer is chugging. Let me just make sure that OneDrive is paused. What is going on here? You quit. I can't say I'm too thrilled at the moment. And we'll turn this one off as well. There we go. Maybe that might speed it up a little bit. Beautiful. That's probably fixed that problem. Excuse me. So from here, let's go in and have a look. So if I press numpad 0, this is what our bell tower looks like. So one of the characters will be in here. So this has turned out really nice. We just kind of need that entryway where they walk through here to get to the other side. So let's go ahead and start working on that one. Let's kind of come back into solid vote. Let's just go into this view. And because I've linked everything, if I select our building, and then we can go proxy. Control P? No. Control J. I haven't done proxies for a while. Alt P. Looking good. Cheers, mate. How bizarre. Alright, let's go the alternate route. And we're going to go append. Let's go into our living room. Living room.blend. Let's come into our objects. And I believe I was smart enough and made a mirror cookie cutter. Lovely. So from here, let's find our cookie cutter. And then I'm just going to line it up with what we have at the moment. Let's rotate 90 degrees. G to the Z. So we have something like that. Shift a left click on our wall, control numpad minus, and then we should have a doorway. We are meant to have a doorway. What's blocking it? Here. So let's work out. So if we go into rendered view, probably could just go into material. Oh no. So now we've got that doorway that comes directly in. So we need to match the lighting, because at the moment obviously that is very dark, whereas if we come into the previous scene, we can see that the lighting is quite nice on the inside. So let's just make sure that we're got the same lighting settings. So from here, what I'm going to do is come into here. Let's grab here. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to append the world settings. World. Let's come now into shading, world, change it to world 001. Beautiful. It's the same world. That's fine. We might just need to rotate it around. So let's have a look. Sun rotation. Let's come into rendered view. Should probably even do it in material view, I reckon. All right, let's go sun rotation, and we're just going to rotate it around until we get the same lighting. All right, so there's our blinds here. Cool. Let's just jump back into our other scene, and we'll have a look where our lighting is. I think I'm going to kill a little bit of the computer purely based on... Okay, so our lighting comes all the way to here, which is good. I'm happy with that, and that kind of works out well because the lighting cuts through there. Okay, that's fine. I'm just thinking of other scenes now, working through it. Let's jump back into here. Okay, stop. And then we know that we just got to keep rotating this around. Come on, Blender. Oops, we're going this way. And where is it? Oh. So this is interesting. Excuse me. So it's not the exact same lighting. So why is that? So I got a feeling that I am missing a light source in here. Oh, sorry, Blender. I'm so sorry, computer. Rendering two crazy scenes. I think that's part of my problem. So let's just go into solid mode. You can do it. Thank you. Let's jump back into this one. Solid mode. My max samples here. Let's just bring that back down to 32. And we will check our previous file. Do we have a light source? Is what I'm after. Ceiling, light source, light source, light source. I do not have a light source. So does that mean... Oh! Let's have a look at our camera settings. Now, our camera settings, we can check out with our exposure, because obviously we've got to match all our settings. So exposure is 1. There we go. And if we come into here, our exposure, I believe, will be 0.1. Why is the mic so low? It's normally like this. I think it's more that I'm just tilting my head around, looking at the other screen, so on and so forth, going between. Why? Alright, this might be a future Marco problem. But everything is looking good. 16, 115. Now, obviously, because we're at different orientations, this will be different. So if we come into shading... See, even from here, the light source is a lot harsher. I swear I'm missing something. Alt-H? Just try it. Nope, nothing appeared. That's fine. Let's go into the world. Yeah, so that number is fine. It's just got to be something else somewhere else. Whatevs. Let's carry on. I don't need this right now. Come back into solid mode. Let's jump over into here. Now we did all our mocap already. So let's just go file, save as, bell tower, and I'm just going to call this one bell tower scene. From here, let's jump over into iClone. Nope, that's character creator. iClone, file, open project, and we'll go into burrito bell tower. And let's just kind of give it a quick scrub through and make sure this is the right animation. This is from a different scene. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Am I going crazy? What's going on? I know how to... Yeah, there it goes. So this is our scene. We can see that he comes, steps through, and then does this like, oh, I almost knocked it over. Has a look through the bell tower. So that's working quite nicely. We've got all our audio in there as well. So let's go ahead and export that. File, export. Nope. Select the character. File, export, FBX, frame range, 21,000, beautiful. Export. Character scene 3, I've already exported it. Marco, you are so clever. So let's minimize this and we'll come back into Blender. Wrong file, mate, but good try. From here, let's go into importing our character. Control V. Scene 3. Nice. Oh, Ken. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is about the lighting. I think something's gone a little bit array, but that's fine. We'll deal with that later. Oops. Let's kind of just come into layout and we will align our character. So this is where he steps over the threshold. So let's grab our armature, rotate 180. The other thing I like to do with these characters is select everything. Let's make sure we've got the body selected last, Control J to join. And what this allows us to do is there is now only one action in Blender compared to like the 12, 14 actions. So everything's kind of merged together, which is what we want. So this is where he steps through. All right. And then as we kind of buffer through, he steps through. Cool, he's in this new location. Did he hit his head? Yep. All right. So we need to increase the size of the mirror, which is a small thing. So he steps through. I love this little pose. Okay. Nice. And then this is where I think we might fudge it a little bit. And so what we're going to have is probably this camera angle in here. Can I select that camera? Nope. So we will come from Shift D. Something like this. And let's kind of just go into rendered mode. Yeah, definitely. It needs to be bigger. That's fine. It's a little thing. And so he kind of steps through. And then we've got this view of him turning around. And then from here, what we might do is select... there should be a camera in here somewhere. No. Okay. Shift D, rotate. So we're going to have this view. What are we looking at? Nice. We'll fix up this texture a little bit later. But now he's kind of in this scene. And this is him going like, what the... I'm just going to go Control S, save on that. And let's press F12. And let's just kind of have a look at the render times. Now, I'm looking maybe 40 seconds, 45 seconds might be okay. The, what are we at? Oh, 15 seconds. I am very happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Not happy about the mirror here, but that's something we can fix up a little bit later. But that seems to work quite nicely. It's a really good view being inside the tower. And then this is where I was talking about we might use some creative freedom and maybe just have him move into position. I would love him to be a little bit more into the middle. So let's increase those frames to maybe 1,000. Oops. Okay, so from here. So maybe at this point here, I'm just going to press I to set a location keyframe. Let's move him forward one. And then we'll just make him kind of stand here-ish. I, location. And then so now he's kind of like really in the mix of it. And so when all these are kind of start chiming, oops, rotate YY. Boom, boom, boom. That's when it goes crazy. And he runs off. And then we could probably, I just having a look where his next step is, where he kind of steps over. So probably about here, we will put him back in his position. I, location, GY, I, location. Oh no, okay, so that's wrong keyframe there. Let's just undo all that. Where are we? I need, okay, so that's where he steps in. So probably this step here. I reckon that one there. Well, actually, what we might end up doing is creating 2 files, because I'll be using Render Pilot to render this out. And we'll have him do this move. But then in the second file, the run animation here, it'll start like here. And then that way we can splice that a little bit better. Could some mist or fog be flowing? That is not the effect that I'm going for, because this is more of a smart mirror. And I'm kind of going for that crystal clear approach, because in the previous scene, he's looking at the mirror. He doesn't realize he can travel through it. It's just more at this point here, he's kind of like standing here going, what? Huh? What? So that's not bad. Let's go Control S. We'll save that one. From here, let's go File, Save As, and we're going to go into Scene. Let's go Scene 2. And we will load all this up, save. What I'm going to do now is delete hierarchy. I want him out. And let's bring up our side panel, character creator add-on. I want to clean up, remove character, Control S, save. There we go. So now that's fine. Let's go ahead and open up our mocap stuff. Enter house, I think. No, enter house. Let's just have a look. So this is where he carries it in, da 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 da. And then this is where he's doing the mirror stuff. Da, 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 da. Yeah, so. Alright, so 5,000 frames. Oh my goodness. This is going to be insane. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do now is hook up our characters. So let's go ahead. What I'm going to go is into new project. So we clear everything. Let's increase that. Come over to character creator. Let's go file, open recent. Scruffy? Replace all. Yeah, no, it's more just like a technological mirror, I guess we'll say. Alright, so with this now character selected, let's go file, export, send character to iClone. Bring it in. Sick! So now I wouldn't be using this webcam, however, I've just found out that it only works under GPU, which that's no good, especially when I'm rendering. Alright, so from here, let's go into edit preferences and we'll bump, edit project settings, and we'll bump this up to 6,000 frames. Lovely. You two, go away. We'll increase our recording length all the way through. Oh. Okay, beautiful. From here, we need to connect the perception neuron. So let's go ahead and come into here, motion live. Let's go motion live. Bring up this. Hopefully all my settings are still connected. Lovely. Love it when it just works. Beautiful. And then if we press play. Cool. So that's playing. We come over into here. Preview, play, noise. And so this is where he's kind of carrying a whole bunch of stuff, and we'll fix up all the motions as well. Now you can see we're running at 42 frames a second, which is cancel, which is absolutely no good. So let's stop that. Stop. Drop this down to minimal. and we'll see that it just kind of goes yuck. But that is fine, because we want to make sure we have a nice, smooth motion capture. Okay, let's bring that back to the start, and I'm going to press play, record, space, and this is all we're going to do now. So this is all me last night. So pretty much did all the mocap for the short within half an hour. And obviously now it's just all going to be cleaning it up, getting the scenes ready. Oh yeah, it is too, isn't it? Alright, that's fine. We should be able to fix that ish. We just make sure the first bit is clean. Cool, and now you can see that we're at 60 frames a second, so this is where he's kind of taken off the box. Get the wrapping, and yeet! Alright, the hands are a little bit funky, I think, because this was my second try. I didn't recalibrate, so that was on me. But that's fine, we can fix all that. And it's all about where is the camera going to be. So obviously the left hand here is going to be predominantly in frame. We'll fix that. This is him kind of like scanning a QR code on the mirror. And yeah, we'll fix all this up. I did a bit of a fluff then. Oh no, don't tell me. Did I get my numbers wrong? No. Oh, you clown. It's 12,000 frames. All right, let's do all that again. I got my maths wrong because I was thinking we were going from 60 frames down to 30 frames, but it's actually 60. It goes down to 30 frames once we export the animation, which is slightly annoying. So let's go ahead. Project settings. Let's bump this up to 13,000. My goodness. Push all that out. Let's come in like that. Back to the start. Play, record, space. Sit back and wait. But yeah, we'll fix up his legs. That's not too much of an issue. I really like the tools here on cleaning up animation. And I've worked out how to do it now in Blender. So here he is, he's backing up against the wall. He's going to drop the mirror up against the wall. There we go. Nice. Holds it up, make sure it doesn't fall. Beautiful, beautiful. Stands back. Admire. Admire. Beautiful. Take off. I don't know. That's kind of like a box cutter or something. And then yeet that away. And so you can see this is all coming off this motion capture as well. So he's kind of just standing there looking at his purchase, putting in the power cable. That's a little bit janky, so we might smooth. Oh no. That should be fine. Whoops. And we're scanning our QR code, and then we're kind of syncing our phone to the mirror at the moment, which is cool bananas. Oh, that's slightly annoying. It's alright. So I just find, like with these characters, the shoulders are always really far back, and I always have to rotate them forward. And I think that's just because of the mocap settings. So here he is on the mirror trying different filters. So he's going to have different hairs at the moment, and that way he had the gun will be kind of like a stormtrooper. And then this is kind of where he realizes that, oh wow, that looks pretty realistic. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool. And then he goes and changes picture. And then we're going to have kind of like sounds as if there's birds or such that you can really hear. And this is where he's kind of coming up to the mirror. So we'll edit this bit out because that's where obviously I had to stand back, because if I were to walk forward, I would walk straight into a table. And so he's looking around. And then kind of like feeling that mirror, like, is there a mirror? What the? And then we've got that entry point where we go into the next shot. Lovely. Beautiful. Stop. Done. Happy with that. Let's now go ahead and start cleaning it up. Let's go right back to the start because we had some issues with the feet clipping. Alright, so let's go ahead and click on our motion layers. Let's go our feet. Just gonna move. No, that's the toe. Let's go feet. And then this one here can just move to the left a little bit. Let's open up our motion layers down the bottom here. Oops, expand that one here. Motion layer. Now what I will do is I'm going to get rid of the arms, legs, foot. Get rid of the legs because we don't need legs at the moment, because we're more concerned with where the foot is. Foot's going to kind of move around. Let's go again. And we're just going to clean up this motion. Alright, so that's fine now, because it's more just that entry. Let's now go ahead and with our other foot, maybe we'll turn around and view it from the way he's going to be walking in, which would be like this. That to me is fine. Yeah, let's fix up that left foot. Oops, let's zoom in a smidgen. So here, mate, let's just kind of move you over a bit. Hey, is there another keyframe here? Yep, there's two keyframes. Which one are we getting rid of? This one? Okay. Is that still on the ground? It doesn't look like it, does it? So let's go ahead and probably fix the rotation here. Ah, darn it. Okay, let's go Control Z. This point here. Just give it a slight rotation just so it's a keyframe. And then as it comes through, rotating. Ah, okay. And we will move this forward. There we go. It's got this weird foot rotation. Let's go like that. Move off to the side a smidgen. This foot here now. So what we'll do is select the left foot. And let's grab at the point of it moving. And then the point of it stomping down. I'll just make another keyframe. Nice. And then at this point here, I'm just going to move it out a little bit. So his leg kind of more goes around. Yeah, there we go. There is a little bit of sliding. I'm not too concerned about that. What I am concerned is, let's get rid of the keyframes that we don't care about. Torso. Oh, keying mode. Oh, body parts. Oh. Huh? Oh, it is. Legs, no. That one, no. So it's just feet. Oh, maybe not. Okay, let's undo that. Okay, we got... What is that? Breaks his ankle. Oh gosh, maybe I should have just left it. Yeah, what the heck? Why is it sliding? Alright, I'm going to leave that. You know what? I'm really happy with how it was originally. What I will do is not put the... So when I frame it, we'll frame it like so. Done. Because I cheat. I'm all about the cheating. Okay, let's come in. Backs it up. Are you on an angle, mate? What are you doing? Did I add in an extra keyframe somewhere? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Done. Squats. Puts it down. Now the big thing that we are going to have to fix is the hands. I mean the arms, especially when he's on. That's fine. That's fine. This bit here. Here we go. Alright. Let's go with the shoulder. And we will do this for the whole animation. So let's go into rotation. Let's move it forward. And we'll rotate that around. Bring it out. It's just more, I know that I've done this so many times as it is. And we'll see that this animation should be already quite a bit better. Let's go ahead and even bring that shoulder forward some more. Double click on that one. I didn't say create a new keyframe, buddy. Did I delete the wrong keyframe? I think I did. Okay. Let's go ahead with this. Let's kind of bring it out. And we will... no, we won't do that. Let's rotate the shoulder forward a smidgen. And then hopefully that'll fix up for predominantly the rest of the animation. Because that would have been our major problem. Yeah, nice. Nice! And then we can kind of scrub through this. Slight problem there. So what we'll do is about here, let's set a keyframe. Let's now just kind of bring that out. There we go. So now he's holding the phone. Lovely. We'll fix the other hand in a sec. And we've got no real big issues from here on in. Yeah, sweet. All right, let's go back and clear up the other hand. I'm going to come into here. Let's maybe select that and we will set keyframe. Let's maybe just rotate his arm around a little bit. Let's maybe from here bring his arm out and rotate it around. Is he actually still typing on the phone? That's more the big issue. No, you're not. Oh. That's not bad. too concerned. So this is him looking around in the mirror. That still looks good. Love it. Very happy. You know what, I'm done. I'm happy with that. What we do need though is some facial motion capture. So let's go File, say Project As. This will be Scene 2. Save. And I need a drink of water. Did you use Mocap for this animation? Sure did. So I used the perception neuron. Beautiful. Love it. It's great. Yeah, nice. Okay. And then if we kind of, let's just go have a look in high quality at what it looks like. There we go. Alright. Oh, right. Okay, let's go check the original animations now. So now we've got an issue I thought I'd fixed, but I didn't. So let's come back to the start, and we've got our T-pose. Can I reset edit motion layer? Yeah, nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's now probably come to about here. We'll reset our motion, because we know that this motion at the start here is fine, and then this is where we need to start fixing it up. Not too concerned that we have that, because the camera is going to be here, so his body's going to be blocked. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. That's all good, mate. Thank you very much for stopping by. Joe, yeah, I'm fully aware, still needs work. So the problem is I've got 10 days to make this animated short. So I need to start cutting corners, need to start just rendering. Actually, need to start rendering. I mean, this animation here is going to be 5,000 frames. Let's go jump into facial motion capture. From here, let's just move my drink bottle. I don't want to spill that everywhere, because that'll be a disaster. Let's go ahead like so. Press this. Tom, welcome, buddy. Always good to see you as well. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so now let's go ahead and connect our mocap stuff. Motion live, bring that over. If I click live face, that is now connected. However, if I click this, live face, yes. Let's go save, file. I don't know why, but we just got to do it like this. Open the project. Scene 2, scene 2. And then from here we can select this, come to motion live. I think it must be just my setup, preview, space. Oh, hey, come back. Come back. Come back, buddy. Hey, hey. Mate, what are you doing? Oi, oi, mate. Come on. Come on, put your back into it. Yeah. I haven't calibrated the facial motion capture, and we'll do this kind of in segments. So we'll do like a... Okay, let's go. I'm just going to move this around very quickly, and we'll go set 0 pose. Oops, didn't do that. Set 0 pose. I might as well record audio while we're at it. Okay, from here, let's just do a quick recording. Probably from here-ish. I think... Okay, I think the smile is too strong, so we'll turn down that expression. So kind of start having a look, probably hear my own audio. Yeah. So definitely the mouth is a little bit too much. Yeah. All right, let's go back. Just going to jump over into here. Our strengths are too much. Let's go mouth. I'm going to dial that down to like 60. Jaw, we'll go to 80 because obviously he's not talking. Auto blink will turn off. I want to be able to blink. Lovely. The other thing is we need to enable the scenes, and then we'll delete that because that's the audio, and that'll just be slightly annoying. His shoulders don't look right, and that's just because at the moment he's carrying something heavy on his back. So that's why we've kind of got that. The other thing as well is because I've got a bit of a dodgy back, the mocap suit kind of stuffs me up a little bit. But anyway, we can always come back and clean this up afterwards. I just want to start the process of getting things into the scene. So let's go ahead and go set 0 pose. And we'll go record. Okay. Yeah. Now, this will be interesting because I've got still a full quality, and I think this might be part of my problem. But we'll see. Let's have a quick squiz. Dude's defeated. Alright, that's not too bad. So obviously that's going to be the one camera angle, so we're going to see a little bit of him here. The next camera angle should be from kind of like this area. Nope. This shot of him coming around the corner and then kind of bending down. Jeez. And so that'll be kind of, if we have a look at this scene in here. So you have to remember that I'm kind of like winging this. Whoops. So he kind of like comes through here around and then drops it off here. This is obviously part of another scene, but oh well. So we might move this coffee table out of the way depending on how he stands. Give me some water. Cool bananas. Okay. How long have we been going for? 40 minutes. Beautiful. Let's jump back into this. We'll do a little bit of more facial mocap. And we can always come in afterwards and clean it up. That is fine. I'm just going to set 0 pose. There we go. Let's go record. And... oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Okay. Did that work at all? So there's a problem, is that the eyes aren't really... He's not really moving around, that's the thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that again. And we'll try a little bit more eye movement. Yep. Oh, jeez. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Alright, let's see how that's turned out. Okay. It's not bad. Okay, definitely probably from here. Let's go ahead and fix this up. These shoulders need to definitely be coming forward. So we will jump back into the edit motion layer. Let's go ahead and grab that. I want to grab the shoulder. Let's go rotate that around. No. Undo. We will, maybe from here, let's just set a keyframe. Other shoulder, let's set a keyframe. Oops. Hey, stop being a jerk. Just setting a small keyframe. And then when he's standing here, we'll bring his shoulders definitely a bit forward. Let's grab the other shoulder, bring it a bit forward. There we go. And then we'll also give the bit of rotation, so it's a little bit forward as well. And on the other side as well, some rotation. There we go. So that's looking a little bit better. Maybe we might just bring that in a smidgen. And then he yeets it. What we might do is, hey, don't need that. Control C, Control, select here, Control V. We just use that on top here. Let's zoom in, delete that keyframe. You know what? Let's get rid of that keyframe. What is the damage? So we kind of have a look. Yeet. Shoulders can come down at this point as well. So that's one thing we didn't do. Let's select that keyframe. I'm just going to move them down. And this one as well. Down. Yeah, that's a bit better. And then here we are plugging this in. Stands up. Let's come onto that keyframe and we'll do the same. Down, down, prices are down, noise. They don't really need to come forward here. Are you a little bit more uptight again? Okay, that's fine. Let's bring you here. I'm just going to move these all down. Just kind of like ever bringing them short. It seems a little bit too stiff. And the other shoulder. Noise. We're almost there. Yep, cool beans. That was me. I did a fluff. That's how I operate. You know, when you do a mocap at 11 o'clock at night, yeah, you gotta sometimes do a fluff. And this to me looks pretty good for the rest of it. So we can probably continue on back with the mocap stuff. That button, there we go. We are reconnected. All right, let's just go Control S. We'll just save on that. All right, so from here, what's this bit? So we'll try and do like 1,000 frames at a time. So it's like, okay, yeah. Well, let me rip that open. Cool, and yeet. He is saying yeet. All right, so let's go set 0 pose, and I'm just going to do facial makeup. What I might do, let's cheat this. I'm going to try and go like so, and it's as if I'm looking around as well. So let's go ahead, drop back a little bit. Okay, set 0 pose. Beautiful. Let's do a record. All right, Yeet. Cool. Okay. Power. Ah, there we go. Power. Okay, yeah. Put that in under there. Yeah. All right. Let's have a look over here. Yep. We good? We're good now. Yep. Where's my? What do I need? I think that's too far. I think that's not good enough. Let's rotate it around and we'll see. Even though we're probably not going to be seeing kind of like this. All right, let's open. Yeet. Didn't really pick it up. Now I think that's because I've got the jaw movement so low. Yeet. Yep. All right, so let's do that again. So my jaw movement is a little bit too low. So if we kind of looking at these strengths here, let's bump it up to maybe 85 and we'll go 90. And we'll bring that back across. Let's go into record. Let me just bring that back around. And then it's kind of like I'm kind of looking at the character, but not really. Let's go set 0 pose. We've done. And we are just going to hit record. Okay. What are we doing? Let me just, yeah. And, yeah. And, where do we go? Yeet! All right. What's next? Power. Yep. Click. Beautiful. Cool. What do we need? Turning on. All right. Let's have a look. I don't know. I'm not too confident on that. I think that was pretty bad. Yeet! Alright, what's next? Power. Yep, click, beautiful. And then we're going to kind of like have an animation now. What do we need? Turning on. Beautiful, okay. So from here, oops. Let's go ahead and break the animation here. And then what this will allow me to do as well is start the mocap for the next bit. Delete and delete. So he gets his phone out. Okay, scan. Cool. What do we got on here? Oop, fluff. Yep, we'll edit that bit out. I don't think we'll keep that in. I mean, we could. Actually, maybe we will. I don't know. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's see what else we got. Yeah, okay. So a lot of this animation will probably be cut out because it's a little bit too slow. But we'll worry about that when we come into, yeah. All right, let's continue on. So from here, let's get the phone out. So we are just doing all facial mocap. We will rotate this around so I kind of see what he's doing. Okay, what do I? Oh, fine. Yep. Cool. Yep. I don't even know where I'm. Oh, I can't talk and do this at the same time. You idiot. You idiot. Oh, that worked out nice. Might keep that bit. Yep. I don't even know where I'm... Oh. Yeah, so there we go. Because I started talking. So I reckon we will cut it here. Can I select both? Break. Delete, delete. And then we will... Yeah. All right. Let's just... what I might do is for those who have been plopping around, let me show you some of the scenes that we've been creating. And then we might continue on. So this is the lounge room. So this Boolean we will fix up. So this is what the lounge room will actually look like. And we'll set up a PowerPoint in there. Let's just jump out of that one. File open. We've seen the bell tower, the glassworks. This is the glassworks. So this is all done via predominantly photo scanning. Went there yesterday and we kind of scanned these whole buildings, and then we used projection mapping on here. So if we come into something like that, and you can see what it looks like. Now this building here needs to have quite a bit of work done, but that's fine. We'll add a little bit here as well. My semi-concern is the lighting is different. So if we come in here, my lighting is different to the house. So that's going to look a bit weird. So I'm going to have to think of something to overcome that. Let's just get file open. This is the glassworks. Oh, let's go Marco files. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go scene 2. And then we'll have a look at what this looks like. So you can see what the character looks like. Come on, Blender. Did Blender crash? Nope. We're just waiting for it to load. And you can see that it does look fairly nice. Now the camera here, I think it's got a depth of field, and that's pointing at a different empty. So let's just get rid of that. Let's drop this down. Might just see what 64 samples look like, and we'll do an F12 on that one. Oh, got depth of field. Turn that off. Cancel, 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 cancel. Turn you off completely. F12. And we're just going to check out render times. Is there still depth of field? Surely not. What the heck? Do I have the wrong camera selected? I sure do. Let's turn that off. F12. And let's just have a quick look at render times. It's a bit slow. Oh, 11 seconds, not too bad. I don't like these things in the background, but once again, we'll put a depth of field. What we might do is I might call it there for today. It doesn't look like there's too many interested people coming through. So let's leave it at that, and I'll continue on, and hopefully we'll do tonight. We might jump in and we'll see how much we've got covered. So thanks guys for stopping by, and there's a whole bunch of people that just came in. All right, let's continue on. But this is what this animation's looking like. So if we go into solid mode and we play this animation, so we can see this is kind of like where he comes out, steps through the door, still got his mobile phone in his hand. There'll be two people here talking, and then if we kind of have a look, it's like, hey, where'd you get the burgers from? And the guy's like, hey, just over there. Oh, sorry, this bit here. So I might pull him back a little bit at this point. And this is where he checks his wallet. How much money have I got? Oh, yoink. And then he bolts, and then he goes back through the door, and then the guys will be like, hey, what's going on? So that's a good animation. I mean, it could be better, but at the end of the day, like I said, we got to start rendering because we didn't have that much time remaining. So these photo scans here we were discussing last night's stream. These are all going to have to be cleaned up, but that is a future Marco problem. We're going to have 2 characters here, and hopefully they'll deter from that, from the background. So especially if we go empty, if we do this render here, and we'll put that depth of field on and hopefully block out as much as possible. There we go. I mean, we can still see that it's a bit janky, but that's something we can fix up, because obviously the focal point is here and these 2 guys talking. So that's that. If we nothing's changed, let's go open, don't save, and we come into crud. Which one is it now? Because this was all changed. Bell tower scene. And if we kind of come in here and have a look at what this bell tower's ended up looking like, we need to fix the size of this door, or I think this character might be just a bit of a gigantor. I think that's what's happened. And so this is kind of like where he steps through. So we need to fix the lighting. Let's go numpad 0. Actually, we'll jump over to this camera first, Control O. And then he kind of like steps through. Let's just go into material mode just to speed it up a bit. Solid mode. So he kind of steps through, and now he's in the bell tower. He's like, whoop, I came through. What the? And then the reason why we've got this jump is because then when we come to this camera, he's more in the center of the room. And then we're going to go ahead and start animating all these here. So I need to work out what the actual sound is being played from the Carillion. I got to go and probably film that, which is going to be lovely. I look forward to doing that. And then he'll do this like, oh my god, is it so loud? And then run. His wrist, his wrist. Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh, crud. We'll fix that a little bit later. That's a future Marco problem. And then we'll probably cut it through here. And then, like we said, we'll probably just copy this scene. Go back to maybe the inside camera. So maybe something like here. Oh, jeez. So if we go into render settings, we might even do it now. Let's just move him over. Oh yeah, past Marco has been jerked so many times. But in saying that, past Marco has saved future Marco quite a few times. Namely, one time for the anniversary where past Marco ordered flowers 3 weeks in advance, and then future Marco forgot. And then, hey, well done, past Marco. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I will keep, I think I might do 2 animations because we're going to render all these frames. And then because I'm going to be using Render Pilot, I will just kind of like line up a whole bunch of blend files and just let it churn through those blend files, hopefully overnight. If we are rendering at, this one here, let's kind of have a look. What's the render time? I forgot to check. So the last frame was 8 seconds. Did I count it? I can't remember. What's going on? White Rooster, my goodness, welcome, buddy. So 16 seconds a frame. You know what? I can live with that. Steven Scott, hello. Alright, guys. Oh man, I miss you. So he's off the ground a little bit, so we'll fix that as well. So we're looking at 16 frames, especially this animation is about 900 frames. And then if we come into this one here, which we were working on some facial motion capture, we're looking at like 12,000 frames. And so this is where we got to actually start taking into account 12,000 times, you know what, if we do 20 seconds a frame, oh gosh, divide by 60, 66 hours. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. That's scary. Crud. Let's, I just want to quickly open up, what's this scene? Is this the bell tower scene? Oh no, 66 hours. You know what, when you're doing a film competition and you've only got 10 days, 66 hours, that's a lot. That is a lot. Maybe, we'll see. I do have another computer here that's got a 1080. I've got a laptop I can pick up that's got a 1080. Dual 3090s. Get stuffed. Oh, maybe. Maybe I might hit you up. The big dual 3090s. How? It's not even. Anyway, the dual 3090s. Let's go ahead from here and let's have a look. What's the damage? I think we're at 256, which is no good. I'm going to drop this down to like 64 frames so we keep everything consistent. Make sure that's at 30. We'll drop this down to 32 and this will be 64. Let's press F12 and let's see how long it's going to take without a camera, or without a character. I have 2 more on the show. What are you doing? Far out, dude. That's insane. All right. So at the moment we're at 11 seconds per frame. I am very happy with 11 seconds per frame because what that does is on my computer it reduces down to 33 hours, which is okay. Ish. Beautiful. Excellent. From here, let's continue on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump back into iClone. Let me just get rid of some of this stuff. Yeah, we'll keep that one open. Let's come over onto here and we'll go, we can probably close this because that's the living room. We don't need that one right now. We will jump over back into iClone and we'll do a little bit more facial motion capture. My goodness, I need a haircut. Okay, so let's have a look at the next part. So this is one of the big animation blocks. Everything else is straightforward. I need to get 2 voiceovers, and I'll probably get Paul Gagegi to do one and Reese from Netwinder's channel. He's a local Canberra boy, where Paul is a Sydney boy. And obviously here we can probably cut out a lot of these motions. So at this point, what's happening here is he's kind of flicking through the news, kind of like a live feed. And then, yeah, we got like, that's a really bad pause there. And then from here, this is kind of, that's a news feed. And then this is where he goes into filters. So this is where we're going to have a secondary character. So he's got like long hair. We'll probably put him in a different outfit now. And then this is where he goes into a stormtrooper. Pew, 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 pew. Alright, so let's kind of go with that. We'll just record in blocks. So let's go record, set 0 pose. Beautiful, and okay, that's cool. Yep. Oh yeah. What else we got? Oh, hey. What's next? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Cool. And we. What? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Yep. Okay. pretty cool. Yeah, right. Can I hear what? Hang on. I've done it. Hang on. I had to move away from the table. What? What's... Hang on. What? Huh. Sweet. And then that's kind of like where he steps in. Let's kind of do that post-processing. We did 5,000 frames. Let's kind of have a look. We'll go back and have a look. I can't see what this animation looked like because... Okay. So I might tilt his head forward a little bit here. And I think that's just because of the mocap stuff that I was doing. So my head is being influenced a little bit. My head is influenced the mocap a little bit. What else we got? Oh hey. What's next? Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Cool. And what? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. So yeah, the head's definitely... Wow. And so this is kind of like where he's looking through the mirror and he's looking at a different object. So that's not too bad. I'm fairly happy with how that's looking. Definitely right at the start there, I need to bring that head down. And this is kind of like where he's hearing birds. Can I hear... Hang on. I've done it. Oh wait, this is me stepping back. Away from the table. It is a little bit janky because it's at 41 frames when normally it plays at 60, so that's why it's kind of a little bit. Shoulders are a little bit stuffed, which is interesting. So let's go like so. Let's jump into the motions. So let's maybe try and resolve this shoulder issue. And what is the last frame here? So that's motion layer. Let's expand the motion layer. Okay, come on, zoom in. Am I on the right frame? Yep, there we go. So from here we're going to come into edit the motion layer. Bring this across. We will select this. I'm just going to kind of bring his arms down a little bit because he's a little bit uptight. And as well, I just want to make sure he's not clipping through anything. Okay, did he actually touch his hand? He didn't. Okay, so probably from here, let's kind of just throw in slight motion in there. Actually, we'll move this over a bit more. And we'll just kind of give that a little bit of rotation. Let's go ahead as well and probably just grab his elbow and bring that down. What else we got? Oh hey. What's next? Yeah. Oh yeah. Cool. And I'm an idiot. What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm fairly happy with how that's turning out. So for instance, now if I go Control S, let's just save that, please, Marco. Let's move the phone over. I think I've done enough facial motion capture for now. Let's go File, Export, FBX. Then range 13,000. Is that how many frames I got? No, let's just go to that number. File, export, FBX, that number, export. We'll go into characters. Let's go new scene, scene 2. And we'll just call this main underscore char underscore scene 2. And then what we're going to do from here is, give it a sec. Ta-ta-da! It's going to probably break a bit. And then what we'll do from here is open up our lounge room, save it as a separate scene, and then from there we can go ahead, import this character, and then start doing our pizzazzle. This guy. There's multiple scenes that we got to fix up as well, especially kind of like when the mirror goes transparent. Also, so the thing is when the filter turns on where he's got kind of like long hair, he might put a construction outfit on, then have the stormtrooper outfit is the goal. I got to mirror the room so it's showing kind of like through the mirror as if it's on the other side. So we have to do all that as well. Oh man. Okay, come on. Just waiting for it. Beautiful. Let's now jump into Blender. So this is this one. Let's go open recent. Open recent. Open recent. Open recent. Living room. Let's save that one. So from here, this is our living room. Let's now go file, save as. Go back out one. Scene 2. What's scene 2? That's scene 2. Alright, now I'm paranoid. What have I done? Let's go into here. Control V, enter. Scene 2. Shouldn't be. Yep, cool. Oh no, it's the wrong number. Oh, crud. That's meant to be scene. Is the character in here? Alright, I've done that very wrong, which is lovely. Let's go don't save on that one. And we'll say wrong. And we'll call this one, let's refresh. This is scene 2 underscore house. Alright, so from here what we do is come into our importer, import character. Let's go ahead and find our character. Where the heck did I save this guy? File, save project as, correct. File, export, FBX. Export. Aha! I stuffed up, didn't I? Clever, Marco. Let's go ahead and bring that one up. Control V. Select all this. Copy. Marco files. Characters. Paste. No, you donkey. New. Scene 2. And then we go this one, this one, this one, this one. Throw that one into scene 2. Lovely. Then from here we can come back into Blender. Sorry for the scroll around. Scene 2 and add in our character, and hopefully that'll be fine. Mr. Caddad, welcome, buddy. Welcome. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a big import. And so the one thing that I found is whenever I'm importing a Character Creator 3, there are kind of like always, you know, like 9-10 meshes that come with it. So for instance, body, pants, shirt, shoes, hair, beard, eyeballs, tongue. The heck? Let me change the view perspective. Let's go back to 24. Nice. He seems to be coming in as a giant. That is slightly weird. I think, yeah, definitely the character is the problem. So let's maybe scale him down. Oh, actually. Well, that's the 2 meter mark. He's fine. This mirror is small. That's fine. Actually, no. So what I've done wrong is I'm actually going to go File, New, General, Don't Save. File, Save As. Scene House, Save As. Select everything, delete. File, Import, no, sorry, Link. Because then this way, if I make any changes to the house, they will reflect across every scene. So let's go Collection, Living Room, these two. Beautiful. And so now, obviously, everything moves at 1. Outside and inside is 1. Cool. Here, let's go ahead and import the character. Now, the reason why I don't individually save the character into another file and link it across is I find that I just have issues with the shape keys, but it shouldn't be a problem for this one. But that's fine. Let's just kind of move along. What did I say? So let's come over into Living Room. File, Link. There we go. These, no. Idiot. Donkey. Import. Marco files. Character. Scene 2. There we go. So let's bring this character in. I'm hoping that when I did it, it kind of moved well. I am always down for pizza. It is 11 o'clock in the morning, though. It's kind of weird streaming through the day, where technically I should be at my day job. But let's carry on. Okay, let's give that a sec. Still building in. Now you can see that we've got our 2. So if you can do this, Blender. You can do it, Blender. I believe in you. Control S will save on that. Let's go into wireframe. And this is where I was saying that there is so many meshes that come in. And so what kind of slows down the animation is that for each one of these, there is an animation. So, 5, 6, if we jump over into animation, we have a look at the NLA editor, you can see that each one, oh gosh, it's so slow. Each one has its own set of keyframes, and most of these values are exactly the same. No, I lie. So the armature is obviously all the same. The facial shape keys are the same, but we've got 10 meshes with the same shape keys. So let's go ahead and select everything. And I always like to have body last. Control J to join. Bam. And then so now we've got only 2 animations. So that's just something to be mindful of. Let's go ahead and we'll line up this character. And we're going to put something on his back, but we might do that a little bit later. So from here, let's go rotate 90 degrees. Where are you, mate? There you are. And so he's coming through the door. Is he coming through as an angle? Oh. Wow. No, stop. What we might do is let's come into the animation and we'll just push down these animations as well. So that we're kind of not in edit mode for those animations, and you'll find that why are you not like... Oh, that's why. Control. No. Knife. What the heck's going on? I don't know. Blender's just drunk at the moment. Huh. Okay, so my key bindings seem to have changed. Let's just kind of increase all that. We'll make sure that we are on 30 frames a second, just so we don't screw ourselves over a little bit later. And so we can see that he is walking on an angle, so let's kind of fix him up. All right. So we're going to have to edit that animation. So here we will frame it so he walks in, and then we'll cut him probably here to somewhere around here. Steps back. Yeah, nice. Okay, so let's do that. So let's go from turns the corner. We'll do I, set location and rotation. The next thing I'm going to do is where the mirror is. Let's put him here. So G, this is where he's going to dump the mirror. So I'm going to press I, rotation location. And we'll do kind of like a cut. So let's grab this keyframe now and we'll go G, move it all the way over here. Oh, that's annoying. So maybe to cheat, we want end frame to be about there. So let's go ahead and keep this keyframe here. Oh, how's this going to work? You can rotate in. I, location rotation. No, that does not work one little bit. Alright, future market problem. I kind of just want to start getting through all this. And then we'll cut to him coming up against this wall. So maybe even... Let's kind of bring that over. Yep. Let's move him forward. I, location rotation. There we go. And so this is where he's dumping it. This roof seems very low. 2.3. So that's the right height. This guy's just a giant. He's almost 2 meters tall. So what we might do then is I'm going to scale him to maybe 1.9. Scale him to 1.9. Scale him to 0.95. Just so he's a little bit shorter. Yeah, there we go. So now he sits a little bit better. That's where he drops the mirror. And then technically the rest of the scene. Oh, darn it. I moved over a little bit. I reckon we might cut out that plugging in the PowerPoint. Maybe we'll just get him so it's a cable. Alright, so you can see how all this animation has come to play. So let's go line this up. So he's dropped the mirror. He steps back. And then obviously at this point here, we need to press I, rotation location. Let's kind of go to the point where he's touching the side, which is about here. Because you have to remember, I've obviously did this without a mirror. Location rotation. And then we will move this keyframe all the way back. And then he pulls off the packaging and then yeets it. And if you remember, we did actually put the word yeet in there. That there we're going to have to edit somehow. That's fine. We can deal with that later. Let's zoom out. And then here he's standing like so. So what we'll obviously do is have our camera. Let's go something like this. If we do Shift A to add in a camera, and then Control Alt Numpad 0, Control Alt Numpad 0, our camera will kind of go to that place. And obviously if we kind of have it like this, might not work just because our light source is here. Let's just do an Control S and save on that one. Let's do an F12 and we'll just test. See what it looks like. I'm not in cycles. Let's jump into cycles. Let's jump into GPU. 32 on the max samples, 64 on the max samples there. And let's kind of have a look what that looks like. The world isn't set up. Oh my goodness. File. We are going to link the world setup. Let's come into scene 2. Plop up. And we will go into living room. Living room. There we go. Select our world. World like so. Come into shading. Change our world. Change our object to world. World linked. There we go. I'm hoping this works. I've got a feeling I might have to change the exposure, but we'll see. We'll try and fix that. Yeah, so this... Oh, no, it does work. That's fine. That does work. So we'll try and work out a way to proxy the material so that we do have that mirror image. And I am hoping that the camera is in the right position. Why doesn't proxy work anymore? How do you pull out? Because if I do... How does proxying work? It's not there anymore. Alright, whatever. Let's just go Control S. We'll save on that one. Let me just go into our living room folder. Future market problem, another one. Let's go living room. From here, let's select our material. No, I want that material there. Let's come select this, mirror back. Let's mirror back. That's the back facing mirror, clearly. Let's come into shading. Let's go into a rendered view, and we're just going to temporarily set this up. So at the moment, we've got a giant hole in the wall. We don't want that. Let's come into object. If we bring that one back, yeah. And then we bring sexy back. Yeah. Alpha. Beautiful. All right. So I'm just, for now, let's just go Control S. We'll save on that one. Why have I got so many Discord messages? Okay, that's fine. Let's now jump back into this scene. Control S, File, Open Recent Scene 2 House. And now when we go into rendered settings and we press F12, hopefully we have a mirror. And then we're in the right angle. Perfect. Look at that. Gorgeous. And so this camera angle is going to work really well. Because obviously we've got a mirror now, and so when he's got his stormtrooper outfit on, got his long hair, so on and so forth, we've got a amazing. That has turned out so well. Thank you, Felicia. So if you want, so there is a Discord that I normally hang out on as well as mine sometimes. I am just trying to find it. I don't know, Tom, if you're still around. I'm trying to find a link to the Fire Pigeon Discord. Come on. Come on, there it is. So plop over and say hi. I'm normally troubleshooting a whole bunch of issues over there as well. So jump over there and check that out. I'm really happy with how that turns out. That is gorgeous. 14 seconds. I am okay with 14 seconds. I am okay with 14 seconds. So next thing we got to do is we got to obviously add a phone in. Thank you, buddy. I might talk to you later. We'll see. I might have to hit you up. Chill 3090s. That'll be the next machine. No, next machine will be with the 4 series. 4 series. Excellent. So there we go. So that's looking good. I'm really happy with how that scene has turned out. But once again, this is what we were discussing earlier, is that I need to mirror this scene, because at the end of the day, when the filters are going, when he's doing that whole like Snapchat filter where he's putting on stormtrooper outfit and, you know, long hair and blah blah blah, I'm gonna have to work that out. That's just something that's going to be at the back of my mind, plaguing a little bit. Get some water. I'm a bit parched. Oh. Can I duplicate Shift D, scale X -1, GX? What's gonna happen? Ah, the mirrors are there. All right, I'm just gonna do some testing. Let's just test quickly on the fly. Okay. So if I go F12, I just want to see, are we going to have some weird shading issues now with the mirror? Just because they're pretty much directly on top of each other? No, so that looks fine to me. I don't know what you're doing, mate. Actually, we'll delete some of the mesh underneath to make sure we don't have anything clipping. But that is good. So from here, what I'm going to do, Control S, let's save that. Let's come back into this. Alpha, down, mirror. Oh, Control Z. Back. Let's do this. Control S, save. Just thinking. Let's now come minimize that one. Let's jump back into here. File, open recent, scene house 2. And then now, if we come into rendered view, I don't really need to go into rendered view. I more just want to render a scene. What's going to happen? Because technically now it should look like there's a reflection, but he's not there. Perfect. Perfect. So, what does that mean? Right. Now, listen. Shift right click. I'm going to dump that in there. So we're still just semi-testing. I'm going to select the armature, the character. Shift D to duplicate. Let's come over into the 3D cursor. Scale X -1. No, you rotate 180, scale Y -1. Control Z. What if we did it here? Scale X. What if we did just this? Scale X -1. So why does that not work? Because I would have thought scaling would have done that, but it's not. Rotate 180. Scale Y -1. Let's go with that. And so now if we're like this, F12, that could work. I hate you. Forgot to set a keyframe, which is fine. So let's go delete the keyframes on that character. And so we are going to see this mirror. And anyway, this character will only appear now. Here, at this point, the character is going to appear because we're going to have a sheet over the top and yeet. Yeah, nice. That plugin we're going to have to try and fix up. F12, that works so well. The lighting in the other scene, though, we're going to have to look at. Oh, you're right. Alt D. Very clever. I'm really happy with how that's turning out. like, I think I am going to have to bite the bullet. But I think, yeah, I'll leave that for now. Let's just test this out. Let's just go into let's go into render. Let's come into scene 2, into house, accept. I just want to render a few frames just to see how botchy it looks. Not botchy the game, but more just how rough it looks. Render animation, because we are only rendering at 64 samples, so we'll see. If anyone's got any questions, happy to. So for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe. What this is for is a local animation film festival here in Canberra, and we've got 10 days to make a short film. We've got to use 10 items or locations from around Canberra that they gave us on Friday, and so at the moment it is Monday, almost lunchtime, and it's progressing quite well. Now I want to get to a stage where I can do like a previs render and then start editing, and then at the night times start rendering it all out. So I mean, 15 seconds per frame, it's kind of iffy, but obviously I got to actually start really selecting the frames that I want, and for that I'll be using a tool called Render Pilot, and I can line up all the shots that I need to render. For some of them, I might have to make duplicate blend files. But yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. Why do I do this? Why am I doing this in cycles? It's because cycles looks gorgeous. But if there's a lot of denoising, like artifacts, it might not be the best. I might just have to rip the band-aid off and go lower the quality and go with Eevee. But it's just, the lighting looks gorgeous. So I think when I go to lunch, which is probably about in half an hour, I'll go out, let it render, come back and just see what we've got. Let's just jump into the calculator. So what are we doing? 15 times 4 per minute. That's 60 seconds. Yeah, well done, dude. 4 frames per minute times 30. I get 120 frames. 120 frames. My goodness, that's not a lot. That is not a lot at all. Especially when you look at it, the raw mocap on this one is 12,000. You can use Eevee with things like reflection planes. Yeah, I know. I think that's going to be a discussion for tonight. It'll be a discussion for tonight. Let's just have a quick look. Let me render out this last frame. Let's crack open Vegas, which is my poison, or video editing software by choice, because I've been using it for like over a decade. Yeah, shut up. Let's go. Shut up, Blender now. Go away. Stinking advertisement all the time. Okay, I'm just waiting for it to finish this last frame. We'll press escape. Let it finish this last frame. Press escape. Thank you. Let's come over into here. File, import, media. There. LCA 2022. Render. That one. That one. Open sequence. 30 frames a second, please. Better not be... Yep, cool. Let's have a squiz. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's terrible. You can really see the denoising. let's just repeat. There is a bit of funkiness. But it's okay. I think, you know what, we'll live with it. Yeah, we just have to live with it. Dual 3090s. That is ridiculous. Okay, so from here, we need to throw in a phone. Let's go back to frame 1. What's the What's the What are we talking about? Not me. If we're talking about 3090s, we're talking about White Rooster had the dual 3090s. I'm only rocking a 3080. You know how you can fix the denoising. Tell me, Tom. We'll fix it tonight. Anyway, that's Future Marco's problem. So from here, so at what point? Okay, so we've got a problem with the hands. We'll probably fix them. That should be fairly straightforward. So what we'll do is with this and this, I will go. Okay, so that's where we've opened it up. When did we do a PowerPoint? I think we might cut the PowerPoint out, just save time. This bit here. Okay, so we're here. I think what I'll do here now is go I location. Actually, we'll set this one as well. I location. And then at this keyframe, we'll move it. No. Yes. This one here, G minus 1. And then let's just quickly go to there, GZ. I'm just going to move it all the way down. I location. And then from here, we will select this. Move that back. GZ. I location. So what we're going to be doing is hopefully looking at this. Try and find the button. Oh, yeah. So what we'll do from here is obviously have a cover over the top. And then as we plop along, the other half of the scene will drop, which shouldn't affect anything. So obviously we've got more light here, but we've got a cover over the top. Yeah, so that should be fine. We will need to animate this light, because then kind of like at this point here, it comes through the wall. We'll need to fix that up. So maybe we'll just render that as a separate image file. Definitely we're going to be moving the camera around quite a bit just to give it some extra attention, because it's going to be kind of boring to be watching almost 30-40 seconds of one. So this is where we could probably cheat, delete a whole bunch of stuff, and just start, rendering the files that we need. All right, I'm happy with that. Oh, okay. So we'll fix that up afterwards. Let's just go Control S and save on that. That's the whole bunch of in shots. So let me just quickly update this. Walking with mirror, no. Enter home. Yes. Rendered, no. Clean up, hands, add phone. Broad. Okay, walking in with mirror. Oh, walking with mirror. Oh, geez. So that scene still needs to be done. This one needs to be done. The fountain will be part of this scene, which is fine. House. Well, technically, this bit is done as well. So, yes. So, this fountain will be kind of... Whereabouts is it? So, there's the filters. It's a stormtrooper, so I've got to do all that. And then at this point here is where he's kind of looking through and like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. And then we need to fix up this guy now here. So he will probably redo. Let's just go I location rotation. And then we'll bring him back into the same spot. G to the X, G to the Y, I rotation location. And so this is where he kind of steps through. We might just move him over a little bit more. I rotation location. One thing I am going to turn on is just for now the metadata. I want to burn into image. And so now if I press F12, I want frame number, file name, lens, I don't really care about, memory. So if I now go F12 with these ones, I have to remember to turn this off when we're rendering. I'm hoping that here or somewhere it'll say this is frame number blah, this is frame number, this is what file it's from. There it is, it's up the top. So I know this is the file number, this is when I render it, this is my render time. That is not all the information I want. I need frame. I want the frame number. Alright, fine, I'll just dump everything in there. You can even put notes in. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, F12. Let's just do that again. Send it to me on Discord. Live it. Animation seed, you reckon? Alright, we'll try that in a sec. Alright, so let's have a look. Does this tell me my frame number? Render time. No, I need my frame number. Is there somewhere else? Ah, frame number's down here. So frame number 865. So this will help me work out what frames I need to render. Because there's no point in rendering the 12,000 frames if I'm not going to use 12,000 frames. Perfect. So what I might do is I might call the stream now. I will be back on in about 12 hours continuing this on. Hopefully we've got a lot more done and we will go from there. Thank you very much, guys. I will talk to you later. Have fun. Have a good day. Be safe. Don't eat too much cheese. Bye.